So, is ignorance bliss when it comes to your sort of peace of mind? One of my previous videos was if you're an empath like me and you really feel for the people, and in general you're just sensitive to other people's feelings and how things are, I said something that's really helped me is I don't have television news on anymore, and I don't listen to the radio in my van. I'll put an audio book on or my own music because I don't want it interspersed with news. And why not? Because the only news that sells is bad news, and that's a reflection on our society, isn't it? Because media pushes what sells, and so it is only bad news. It's doom and gloom, and it's all stuff that brings down your mood, affects your mental health, and crucially, it's all stuff you can do absolutely nothing to help. You can't fix it. You're not designed to know the world's problems of the whole world at once, and there's nothing we can do. We're not going to talk about politics here in any detail, but just look at the political system. Does it matter who you vote in the UK? Is your life going to get better or not? Who knows? Because we only know really what we see in the news, and that would suggest it doesn't matter who's in power. They're all going to make the world a worse place for us, or so it seems. Who knows? So when you're watching the news, any topic, it is only doom and gloom. If you are a successful YouTuber and you put out just a nice happy video, you will get a lot of views because you're a successful YouTuber. But if that same YouTuber puts out a horrific or catastrophic thumbnail, it will get 10, 100 times more, without doubt, more views. So it is sadly reflection on us. But despite me not watching the news and not listening to the news, you end up still being a victim of just, the end of the world is nigh, which again, it affects your mental health. Really and truly, it's again, whether this stuff's true or the bad news that we all hear of all different kinds of bad news is true, again, there's nothing we can do about it. I was watching something came up on my YouTube feed one evening. I was just chilling out. I've been probably watching stuff about motorbikes, something positive for me, something interesting, something I can learn about. Oh, goodness me, there's an ambulance coming on that note. Get out of the way. And something came up about AI, and it turned out it was one of the leading developers of AI who's now pulled out of the development because of his massive concerns and fears. And he went into great detail. Now, this isn't someone sensationalizing or someone a conspiracy theorist. This is one of the leading technological minds of AI. A few days later, of course, you know what it's like, the algorithm, another one pops up, a similar sort of thing. Another person that was around AI from the beginning, helped develop it, saying all the dreadful things from immediate and now job losses due to AI bots. When you call a call centre, now it's not a person half the time. To the distant, which isn't very distant future, 5 to 20, 30 years of super intelligence, absolutely knowing more than us, taking over the world. Sci-fi films at the moment that were around in the 80s, many well-known sci-fi films, look at The Matrix, seriously, their message is coming through, and I often think, which came first? Did these sci-fi films get watched by young people that are now become brilliant minds and they're inventing the stuff? Artificially intelligent robots in your house will be coming soon, won't they? Or were these people that wrote these films just really good at predicting human nature and the technology that's coming forward? I don't know, but kind of weird. But anyway, again, social media and algorithms affecting you, because if you watch something, and I was interested in this, but I didn't want to see it every night, more about the bad news of AI, because I can't do anything about it. One of the questions put to these brilliant minds was, what would you advise the layman to do with this coming AI and a possible catastrophic future? And he said, not worry about it, because there's nothing they can do. And that's the key thing, isn't it? If the end of the world is nigh, there's nothing we can do about it. So, you go on YouTube, you click on something, you watch a bit of it, the next lot of thumbnails heavily influenced by what you just watched. So you start to live in your own little bubble thinking, this is terrible, it's all around us, it's happening now, because that's what your media is feeding you. And it's the same on Facebook. You go on there, you click on a couple of things, and your feed will start getting flooded. It's the same on Instagram, TikTok, they're all the same. The algorithm says, oh, you watched that for quite a while, therefore you liked it, therefore any adverts associated with it you're going to get to watch, so we'll push more of that stuff for you. We'll get more ad revenue because you're watching more of that stuff. It's stuff we think you like to watch. You're going to watch it till the end or whatever. So you end up living in your own little bubble of whatever it is you've been clicking on, because it just comes up and you think, oh, this is really popular at the moment. Gosh, there's a lot of this going on. Blimey, the world's full of this. I said to my wife, God, this AI stuff, she said, I don't know what you're on about. I don't watch any of that. I just don't know what you're talking about. Because she's clicking on things about babies and grandchildren or something. So her feed's full of that. You get in a bubble of worry and fear, because fear sells massively to you and us and everyone. It sells, and it sells advertising space, etc. You get in a bubble of what you've been watching. You get in a bubble of your own fears and worries. It feeds you them. You are worried about this, so you click on them, and they're all the same. So I'm trying to think what was going on Facebook recently. Oh, I'll tell you what one thing was. A friend of mine who's up in this sort of thing, she said, you know, we all joke, don't we, that the phone's listening, but it does. And I said, yeah, it's true. And if you talk about cats, something about cat food will come up. How random's this? 3 days later, I don't keep cats, but I was having a conversation with a friend about cats. Honestly, the next time I looked at my phone, it was cat products, because I'd had it was listening, wasn't it? We were talking about cats. I never talk about cats. I've got no interest in cats apart from the negative impact they have on the wildlife, but I don't talk about cats very often. And then straight after, it's not a coincidence. That's just marketing, but certainly, would we be better? So I'm better for not having the news on the radio, television news. I am better because I've not lost anything in my life, have I? I've lost some of the worry and stress of the world because I can't do nothing about it. So I'm better off without it. I think I have to have. I had Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for my work, as well as, of course, websites on the internet and WhatsApp and Messenger. But I only have now YouTube. I only really use YouTube and Facebook to get the word out there for some of the stuff I do. Instagram, TikTok, massive marketing tools if you've got a business. It's just a brain drain. You just end up on umpteen different media trying to advertise what you do to the world. I'm just at a point now, and let me know if you've got Facebook in the comments. I'm at the point now, I sort of begrudge the fact I really do need to use Facebook to reach people that are my customers or business, to keep it going. That, Raptor Exotics, it's still going, and so on and so forth. But just my brain aches from having my phone screen in my face all the time, constantly checking all these things. The amount of time, tell me if you do this. Oh, I must message Fred. Get my phone out to message Fred. I've just remembered I've got to send Fred a message. And I've got a notice on email. Oh, quick look at that. Then I'll see there's something on Messenger or Facebook. I'll look on that. I'll have scrolled for 5 minutes on Facebook, put my phone away, and then a bit later, I never messaged Fred. Do you do that? Do you actually get your phone out to do something productive and end up sort of doom scrolling, just looking at trash? What a distraction. And equally, the amount of time we spend on our phones and screens that's not productive at all, just brain out's time. Do you know what? It's terrible. What should we be doing? What would we be doing? We should be getting bored a bit, just like we used to when I was a kid. getting some productivity coming in. Give your brain a bit of downtime. It's not good, but anyway, guys, let me know your feelings about social media. Are you on all of them? Have you cut it down? Is it helping your mental health? I just think if we had none of it, we'd all be so much happier, so much more productive, and we'd be doing physical stuff, which is way better for us than constantly doing stuff in here all the time. Let me know.